Hi everyone, welcome to the first video of Look First Game Smart, where we review games, gadgets, and all things game related. With game prices at an all-time high, we are here to ultimately address the questions. Is it smart gaming, and is it worth buying? Today we'll be reviewing WWE 2K25. But before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe, share the video with your family and friends, and leave a comment below. Now let's get into it. This is the latest installment of the WWE 2K games, and honestly, I must say there are improvements, but I wouldn't say it's a major step up from last year's game. However, I want to quickly take this time to say that visually the game looks amazing, and a small example of that is this entrance. Solo Sikoa looks very realistic. The developers have paid a lot of attention to details. The graphics have improved, and I'm impressed. But now I want to pay our attention to the match types. This year's game has included some new match types, one of which includes Bloodline Rules match. This is my favorite match type included in the game this year. The Bloodline Rules match is an exciting addition to the game. The idea of your allies getting involved is fun, and makes it an exciting experience when playing with friends. The match starts off as a traditional singles match, where it's only you and your opponent. As the match progresses, both opponents will earn a payback ability called Bloodline Rules, prompting you to press R1 plus triangle. This will then get one of your allies to join the match. Each wrestler has a maximum of 3 allies that could join the match. The match is a no disqualification match, so weapons are allowed. As you see on this part of the video, Solo Sikoa was getting the best out of Roman Reigns, but the old bloodline comes in for the help, turning it into a 3-on-1 handicap match. One thing I love about this year's game is how smart the AI is. They get involved, get weapons, and as soon as an opposing opponent arrives, they go straight for them. Check out this example of how crazy a Bloodline Rules match can get.
Everyone needs to watch it. And here he comes.
This changes the game right here.
Not only changing it, might end the game.
Dealing with this unwelcome surprise as quickly as possible.
Showing he's ready for anything. Prepared for whatever the Bloodline Rules throw at him.
Not giving him a chance to start anything. He's not letting anyone interfere here. The frustration continues.
This is getting out of control. I'm surprised it took this long. Everyone is on their toes in a Bloodline match, ready and willing to take everyone out. Bloodline Rules welcomes this kind of disorder. You basic maneuvering mode. Does the official not see him maneuver the turnbuckle better?
Keep your voice down. Into the barricade. Just like that. Set out of the way.
Shades of the old ECW.
The other new match that has been included this year is the Underground match. This has an MMA-like theme to it. The only way you could win this match is if you KO or submit your opponent. The wrestler's entrance has a different motion when you get close to the ring. However, the motion is the same for most wrestlers apart from specific ones like The Undertaker. The interaction with the environment is different. Since there are no ropes and traditional turnbuckles, the wrestler gets in and out of the ring differently, and even how you throw them out of the ring. I think the Underground match is a cool addition, but I am not heavily big on it. After a while I found it boring because you are limited to a singles match, you can't use any weapons. So you are pretty much in a traditional one-on-one match, but in a cool ring with no turnbuckles and ring ropes. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think about the Underground match. Do you enjoy it? Now, let's look at the different modes. Let's start with My Rise. Honestly, on the previous games, My Rise didn't really interest me. But this year, believe me when I say it's worth playing. The storyline is kind of wacky, but it keeps you wondering what is going to happen next. It's not too long and it's not too short. However, the different decisions you make does alternate the experience and journey your character has, which forces you to play the mode again so you can find out what happens if you made a different decision. Also, the fact you can unlock playable characters through MyRise is another incentive to make you play the mode more than once.
I don't think it is.
I think I've completed the mode 4 times just because I wanted to get some of these unlockable characters like modern-day DDP. Definitely worth going through it a few times.
It's the same attacker from the draft. Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this. And this time, they're not getting away. The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Showcase mode. When it was announced that Roman Reigns was going to be on the cover of this year's game, I was excited because I knew Showcase mode would be centered around him, because he is my favorite wrestler right now. But after playing the Showcase, I think they could have done better. I know, they are paying homage to his family, shedding light on the other Bloodline members. But I would have preferred if they focused a little more on Roman Reigns' classic matches. I will be controversial and say last year's Showcase WrestleMania's greatest moments was better than this year's Showcase. Share what you think below. Do you agree? Or disagree? However, on the other hand, it was fun whilst playing and going through the different Bloodline superstars. But once I completed the mode, I was left with a sense of, is that it? That's why on a side note, we created a series called, Was It Worth Gaming? After a year or two, when you look back at a game, you may think, was the hype valid? Was it smart gaming? Check it out. Anyways, my favorite match on this year's Showcase mode was the Roman vs. Seth Royal Rumble match, and also the Rocky Maivia and Hunter Hearns Helmsley match.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion. Almost daring Rocky, hey, you really want my title?
The Island, if you've played NBA 2K, then the Island is just a wrestling version of NBA 2K The City. You go around completing objectives, gaining VC points. You have the option of buying VC points similarly to The City, which allows you to buy items, whether it's clothing or upgrading character abilities. As of a recent update, you can unlock Triple Ed's Sledgehammer when you face him on Chapter 2. Also, you can unlock the payback abilities that we referred to at the beginning of this video by simply creating a new character in a new slot and assigning them a payback ability that's unavailable in normal gameplay. This would unlock the payback ability, and you would be able to assign it in all modes. The Island is a new addition to the game. As future WWE 2K games release, I think the Island is going to be much better than the version we have now. It definitely has potential. I'm not saying that the mode is awful, it's fun, but I just think it could be better. You either love Universe mode or think it's overrated. Universe mode is the mode I play the most. However, this year Universe mode has been a huge disappointment. One of the updates to the mode has been the calendar. You can now book 2 nights pay-per-view, just like the regular TV show. You have the more flexibility in how you want to arrange your weekly show. For instance, you can have Raw and SmackDown on one night. It's all up to you how you want to arrange things. The presentation of Universe mode is much better. Everything now is on one screen, making it easier to navigate around. Another update to Universe mode is promos. Promo has finally returned this year. It feels great to have it back, because it's what WWE 2K fans have been asking for a while now. Only complaint I have about the promos this year is the lack of depth. It's very limited and repetitive. It just feels like the developers quickly added it into the game. Hopefully next year a lot of focus is on Universe mode because it's in need of a serious upgrade.
Face to face. Maybe even set the record straight.
He might not have expected this interruption, but he better be on high alert now.
And just like that, the offer is on the table.
The WWE Universe now waiting on the response.
And he wants the match to happen right here. The champion won't back down.
And here's Big Bronson Reed.
There's been great improvement to the backstage environment. More weapons, better interactions, and a lot of areas to explore. You can play up to 8 players, which makes it a fun experience when playing with friends. It really highlights how smooth the gameplay is. Also, the new camera control during a match. Playing in third-person mode allows for many dynamic angles where previously you need the highlight reel.
Trapping the arm, cross-face submission is applied.
Locked in deep, and he's in full panic mode here. These superstars really taking... The arm is trapped in the crossface. There's no escape. Oh, yeah, there is.
On this part of the video, after reviewing the game, we decide whether WWE 2K is worth buying and is smart gaming. If it's your first time playing a WWE 2K game, or you're just a casual WWE fan, then I wouldn't consider playing WWE 2K25 as smart gaming. WWE games can easily start to feel repetitive if you're not into the game. Universe mode, MyGM, after an hour of gameplay will start too repetitive. After you've done My Rise and Showcase mode, there isn't much to do. Of course, that you have the island, but as a first time and a casual WWE fan, would that be enough to keep you coming back? Which then brings me to microtransaction. If you are totally against the idea of buying VC points, then that would be a deterrent in playing modes such as the island and My Faction. On the other hand, if you are a wrestling fan, you tune in to watch the weekly shows and pay-per-views or even just keep up to date. You've been on the WWE 2K journey, then playing 2K25 is smart gaming. This year's edition is an upgrade, not so much from last year's, but from WWE 2K23. The new feature in this year's is a must-try. The issues and glitches that were present 2 years ago are not in this current game. The graphics and presentation have really improved. So is it worth buying? As a first or casual WWE fan? No! We would suggest waiting for a sale or trying it out on a PlayStation Store trial. However, if you are a wrestling fan, then yes, it is worth buying. If you've reached to the end of this video, make sure to check out our other video, Was It Worth Gaming? Series. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video.